Hello everyone. We were studying the fifth chapter of Geography, Major Domains of the Earth. And today we are going to start part 2 of this chapter with the topic continents. There are 7 major continents you can see in this map. These are separated by large water bodies. Large water bodies are known as oceans, about which we'll study further. These continents are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. Look at the map again of the world and notice that the greater part of the landmass lies in the northern hemisphere and less in southern hemisphere. So let's discuss about the first continent, Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It covers about one third of the total land area of the earth. The continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. You can see here. The Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountains. This is the location of Ural Mountains on the west. The combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. Europe plus Asia, Eurasia. Next one is Europe. Europe is much smaller than Asia in area. The continent lies to the west of Asia. This is the location. The Arctic Circle passes through this continent. It is bound by water bodies on three sides. Three sides you can see here. Look at the map of the world and we can locate Europe in this map. Next one is Africa. Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. The equator of 0° latitude runs almost through the middle of the continent. A large part of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. Look at the figure 5.1 again. You will find that it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, Equator and Tropic of Capricorn, all the three main lines pass. The Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, is located in Africa. The continent is bound on all sides by oceans and seas. Look at the world map. You will notice that the world's longest river, the Nile, flows through Africa. Notice where the equator, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn pass in the map of Africa. So we can see the location of these lines. This is the equator, this one Tropic of Cancer and this one is Tropic of Capricorn. So as we have discussed that Africa is the only continent through which all these three lines pass. So let's come about the next continent, North America. It is the third largest continent of the world. It is linked to South America by a very narrow strip of land called Isthmus, about which we'll discuss with the help of a map, Isthmus of Panama. The continent lies completely in the northern and western hemisphere. Three oceans surround this continent. We can tell the names of these oceans by looking this map. We can identify, and this one we can see in this image. This is North America, this continent South America. So this one is Isthmus. Isthmus, what is Isthmus? It is a narrow strip of land. It is a narrow part or strip of land joining two land masses. Narrow strip of land joining two land masses. It is Isthmus. And strait, Park Strait, you have listened about the Park Strait. Park Strait is between Sri Lanka and India. not between Sri Lanka and India and Pakistan. Between Sri Lanka and India, this is Pak Strait. Pak Strait. You have to remember this is Pak Strait. And what is a strait? Strait is narrow passes of water connecting two large water bodies like seas and oceans. So this is the narrow passes of water. It is connecting Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. This one, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. So this is strait, isthmus and strait. South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere, with two oceans surround it on the east and the west. We can find two oceans surround it on the east and west. In the east, it is this one. In the east, it is Atlantic Ocean, and in the west, it is Pacific Ocean. The Andes, world's longest mountain range, runs through its length from north to south. South America has the world's largest river, the Amazon. Amazon is the largest river. This is the location of Amazon. Next one is Australia. It is the smallest continent in the world that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is surrounded on all sides by the oceans and seas. It is called an island continent. So you have to remember which continent is known as island continent. This is Australia. Next one is Antarctica. Completely in the southern hemisphere. It is a huge continent, Antarctica. The South Pole lies almost at the center of this continent. As it is located in the southern polar region, it is permanently covered with thick ice sheets. Polar region is completely ice covered because of the glaciers and very cold region on the earth. So there are no permanent human settlements due to this because it is covered with ice sheets. Many countries have research stations in Antarctica. India also has a research station there. These are named Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. These are two research centers set up by India in Antarctica continent. Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. Next topic is hydrosphere. What is hydrosphere? The earth is called the blue planet because it is most of the parts of earth is covered with water. Approximately 71% part of the earth is covered with water and 29% is covered with land. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms, whether it is in ice form, whether it is in liquid form, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. As running water in oceans and rivers, and in lakes, ice in glaciers, underground water, and the water vapor in atmosphere all comprise the hydrosphere. So more than 97% of Earth's water is found in the oceans and is too salty for human use. It means we cannot use the water found in oceans because it is very salty. A large proportion of the rest of the water is in the form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground, and a very small percentage is available as fresh water for human being, that is found in the rivers. So despite being a blue planet, we face a shortage of water because drinkable water is available in very less proportion on the earth. So dear students, now we'll discuss about oceans. Oceans are the major part of hydrosphere. They are all interconnected. The ocean waters are always moving. The three chief movements of ocean waters are the waves, number one, number two, the tides, and the ocean currents. The five major oceans are the Pacific Ocean, you can see in the map, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean in order of their size. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. It is spread over one third of the earth. Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the earth, in the previous video we discussed about it, lies in the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is almost circular in shape. Asia, Australia, North and South Americas surround it. We can see in this map and we can find the location of the continents around the Pacific Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean in the world. It is S-shaped. It is flanked by the North and South Americas on the western side and Europe and Africa on the eastern side. The coastline of Atlantic Ocean is highly indented. This irregular and indented coastline provides ideal location for natural harbors and ports. You can see here in this image, these are the indented coastal lines. They provide natural harbors for ships loading and uploading the different kinds of commodities on the ships and provide natural ports. After that, the coastline of Atlantic Ocean is highly indented, as we have discussed. From the point of view of commerce, it is the busiest ocean. Which ocean? About which we were talking, the Atlantic Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. The shape of ocean is almost triangular. In the north, it is bound by Asia, in the west by Africa, and in the east by Australia. The Southern Ocean encircles the continent of Antarctica and extends northward to 60 degrees south latitude. The Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle and surrounds the North Pole. It is connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water known as Bering Strait. Bering Strait, it is bound by northern coasts of North America and Eurasia. So dear students, till now we have discussed about continents and oceans. In the next video we will discuss about atmosphere and biosphere. Thank you. Have a nice day.